Hi everyone, we're here with James Bonanno, and he is part of Pivot TV, or Pivot, as you may know, and it launched this year. So tell us a little bit about why it launched and what's it all about.
Pivot TV actually is about a year old. It launched in August of last year, of 2013. And the reason they launched the network was to inspire our Gen Y audience, 18 to 35 specifically, to basically be inspired by the programming they're watching and to create social change ultimately, right? So it's entertainment that inspires. And the idea that what you watch actually does make a difference. All of our original programming and our shows on the network are tied to a different social action and a social cause, so that you can watch TV and be entertained, but you can also take a stance and make a change while watching it, which is a pretty cool idea.
A whole different way of interactive TV.
Exactly, like real interactive TV. So the reason we're here at Sustainatopia is because our show, Human Resources, which premiered in August of this year, is about a company in New Jersey called Terra Cycle. And what Terra Cycle does is they eliminate the entire idea of waste, and they upcycle pretty much everything that they get into different cool products. So you can see here on the table we have Skittle boxes that are turned into these portable speakers.
So cool.
Their campaign is tied to Recycle Across America and Recycling Right, which we sort of work with our social action department to create this entire campaign around. And a lot of the other shows have similar actions tied to them as well.
I am so excited about that. I just love to know that there's entertainment value to it, but then there's a social cause as well. That's so important. And where can we find Pivot?
It's not on every cable provider, but it is on DirecTV and Verizon and I believe AT&T. Depending on where you're located, you can go to getpivot.tv and you can type in your area code and figure out if you get Pivot. If you don't get Pivot, you can call your cable provider and actually request it. And right now we're trying to just sort of get our content out there as much as possible and make people aware of the content that we have. If you are interested, I highly suggest checking Pivot out online, pivot.tv, and checking out our YouTube. So any way to get the content out there would be awesome.
Wonderful. All right, pivot.tv.